Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how I would complete the second maths paper of the 2024 SATs. Number 1. Here's a triangle on a grid. Draw the reflection of the triangle in the mirror line. So we've got a point here, and that's 2 away from the mirror line, so we're going to go 2 away here, mark that point. The second one is 3 away from the first, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, mark that point. The third point is 1 left and 2 up from the second, so we're going to go 1 right and then 2 up, mark that point. And to finish the drawing, we need to connect the 3 markings we have just made with 3 lines. That's 1, that's 2, and 3. Number 2. This table shows the cost of fruits at a school cafeteria. Amir buys 2 pieces of fruit, he pays with a £2 coin, and he gets £1.50 change. So he's actually paid the difference, 50p. Take the 2 pieces of fruits that Amir buys. So if you were to buy a banana, 12p, we do 50 minus 12, 0 minus 2 we can't do, we'll take 1 away from the 5 to make it a 4, 10 minus 2, 8, 4 minus 1, 3. Is there a 38 anywhere here? There is. That's the pair. 12p and 38p make 50p. So he must have bought the banana and the pear. Number 3. Layla plays basketball. This graph shows how many points she scored in her first 3 games. After 4 games, Layla had scored a total of 25 points. Complete the graph. Game 1, between 6 and 8, we've got 7. Game 2, between 4 and 6, we've got 5. And game 3 is 10. 7 and 5 is 12, plus another 10, that's 22. She scored a total of 25. The difference between 25 and 22 is 3. 3 is between 2 and 4. So game 4 would be 3 points. And we need to draw that now on this graph. Number 4. The numbers in this sequence increase by the same amount each time. Write the missing numbers. To get from 1 to 7, we add 6. So we're going to add 6 again. 7 plus 6 is 13. And then to get to the first box from 1, we need to go the opposite way. So we're subtracting 6. And 1 minus 6 is negative 5. Number 5. Write the 3 missing digits to make this multiplication correct. 3 times something gives us an answer that ends in a 2. The 3 times table is 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 ends in a 2. 3 times 4 equals 12. So this box must be 4. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 plus 1 is 16. And then we've got 3 times blank plus 1 equals 7. If we do 3 times 2, we get 6 plus 1, that is 7. So the answer here is 2. Number 6. Olivia is thinking of a number. My number is greater than 236 and it's less than 245. It has a 3 in the tens place and it's even. 236, the next even number is 238. The one after that is 240, which has a 4 in the tens column. So it would not be 240, it would be 238. Number 7. A box holds 40 packets of envelopes. Each packet holds 25 envelopes. How many envelopes does the box hold? Multiplication, 5 times 0, 0, 5 times 4, 20. And we are adding 2 times 0, 0, and 2 times 4, 8, 0, 0, 2 and 8, 10. So the answer is 1000. Number 8. Write a whole number in each box to make the statements correct. One has been done for you. 18 rounded to the nearest 10 is 20. Blank rounded to the nearest 1,000 is 4,000. So I'm going to write 4,000. And if we do 4,001, for example, if you round that to the nearest 1,000, we'll end up with 4,000. And the third one, blank rounded to the nearest 10,000 is 820,000. The 10,000 means that 20,000 here. So if we do 820, and then again I'm just going to write 1, 821,000. Number 9, 4 divided by 10, 40 divided by 10, 4 divided by 100, and 40 divided by 100. Two of these calculations have the same answer. Write this answer as a decimal. So 4 divided by 10. Every number has a decimal point at the end. It's the same. 4 equals 4.0. It's the same number. Divided by 10, we need to move the decimal points to the left once because there's 1 0. So that would equal 0.4. 40 divided by 10 would equal 4. 4 divided by 100 would equal, so if there's a decimal point there, we go 1, 2. Because there are 2 zeros, you fill the blank with a 0. So that would be 0.04. And then 40 divided by 100 equals 1, 2, 0.4. 0.4 we've got twice here, so that's our answer. Number 10. Circle the two prime numbers that have a difference of 2. Is 15 prime? No, because 3 times 5 is 15. Is 17 prime? Yes. 19? Yes. 21? No, 3 times 7 is 21. 23 is prime. 25 isn't because 5 squared is 25. Now a difference of 2. To get from 17 to 19, we add 2. That's a difference of 2. So we need to circle 17 and 19. Number 11. This table shows the number of children and adults at a child care center. Complete the table to make it correct. The first row has been done. The age in years, 1 and under. Number of children, 12. Number of adults, 4. Number of children per adult, 3. For the age 2 or 3, the number of children is 20. And the number of children per adult is 4. So if we do 20 divided by 4, we get 5. And then for 4 or 5, we've got 3 adults, and each adult can have 8 children. 3 times 8 is 24. Number 12. Shapes W, X, Y, and Z cover different fractions of this 10 by 10 square. 10 by 10. 10 times 10 is 100. So there are 100 squares. Match each shape to the correct fraction. I can see Y here has 1 square. 1 square, there are 100 squares, so that would be 1 over 100, that's why. Z has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 2 is 10. So that would be 10 over 100. If we simplify that, dividing by 10, we get 1 over 10, a tenth. Do we have a tenth? We do. And that would be Z. W looks like a quarter, but we'll check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 25 is indeed a quarter of 100. So W would be a quarter. Process of elimination, X should be 2/5. Number 13. Match the name of each 3D shape to its number of vertices. We've got a cube. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 vertices. Square base pyramid. we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Triangular based prism. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By process of elimination, octagonal based pyramid should be 9. Number 14, a class votes for a captain. 3/4 of the class vote for Sam. The remaining 7 pupils vote for Alex. How many pupils are in the class? So the 7 pupils are 1/4 of the class because we've got 3/4 here. The remaining to get to a whole will be 1/4. So 1/4 of the class is 7. So we need to do 7 times 4 to get the pupils in the class. 7 times 4 is 28. Number 15. Write the missing number to make this multiplication correct. 3.207 times 100 equals blank times 10 times by 100, 2 zeros. We're multiplying, so we move decimal point to the right twice. 1, 2. That's 320.7, and that equals blank times 10. Now, to get blank on its own, we need to move this to the other side. We need to divide. So 320.7 divided by 10. To divide, we need to move left with the decimal point. We've got 1 0. So moving this left once, that's 32.07. Number 16. Here is a number, 9,658,214. Take the statements that are true. The digit 5 represents 50,000. 9,658,000, that's correct. The value of the digit 9 is 900,000. 9,600,000, no, it's 600,000, not 9. The digit 6 represents 6 millions. 9,600,000 again, no, the 9 is the millions. The value of the digit 2 is 20 tens. 2, that's 200. Saying 20 tens. 20 times 10, 20 times 10 is in fact 200, so that's correct. Number 17. Chen buys these 4 items. Chen pays for the 4 items with the £10 notes. The price of the butter is not shown. She receives £3.85 change. What is the price of the butter? So we need to add up the prices shown. £1.50, £1.45. We're going to start with those two. 0 and 5 is 5, 5 and 4, 9. Decimal point 1 and 1 is 2. And I'm going to add the third one, 70p. So 0.70. 5 and 0 is 5, 9 and 7, 16. Decimal point stays in the same place. 1 and 2 is 3. That's £3.65. And so £3.65 plus something for the butter would be what she paid. She did pay £10 and she received £3.85 change. So if you do that subtraction, put zeros here. 0 minus 5 we can't do. We'll do 10 minus 5, which is 5. And we bought this one not from 0, but we bought it from 100. 100 minus 1 is 99. 9 minus 8 is 1. Decimal point in the same place. 9 minus 3 is 6. And 1 minus nothing, or nothing minus nothing, is nothing. So we've got £6.15. The difference between the two, £6.15 and £3.65. 5 minus 5 is 0. 1 minus 6 we can't do. We'll do 11 by making the 6 a 5. 11 minus 6 is 5. Decimal point 5 minus 3 is 2. So the price of the butter must be £2.50. Number 18. Draw an arrow on the scale below to show 1,350 grams. In other words, 1.35 kilograms. We've got 1 here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm thinking this is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. We're looking for 1.35. And that's between 3 and 4. Halfway, that's over here. Number 19. A hall has 1,250 seats. At 7 p.m., 880 seats are filled. At 8 p.m., there are 40 empty seats. How many seats were filled between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m.? So 1,250 seats. 880 were filled. 0 minus 0, 0. 5 minus 8, we'll do 15 minus 8, which is 7, by making this 2 a 1. And then we're going to do 11 minus 8, which is 3, by making this 1 a 0. So we've got 370 seats that are empty. But then we were left with 40 empty seats. 7 minus 4 is 3. 3 minus nothing is 3. So actually 330 seats were filled. Number 20. Each day a school has break from 10:15 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., lunchtime from 12:40 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. What is the total time the school has for breaks and lunchtime in a 5-day week? So the break from 10:15 to 10:30, that's 15 minutes. And lunchtime is not 1 hour, it's 10 minutes less than the hour, so that's 50 minutes. 15 plus 50 is 65. 65 is an hour, 5 minutes. So that's 1 hour, 5 minutes. And that's for 1 day. We're looking for a 5-day week total. So multiplying this by 5. 1 times 5 is 5. And 5 times 5 is 25. So 5 hours, 25 minutes. Number 21. Tick all the correct statements. AB is parallel to CD. If you've got a line like this, that's perpendicular. If you've got a line like this, that's parallel. So perpendicular and parallel. So AB and CD, that looks perpendicular, so it's not parallel. GH is parallel to AB. GH parallel to AB. Yes, that does look parallel. CD is perpendicular. CD perpendicular to GH. GH. Yes, that is perpendicular. EF is perpendicular to CD. No, these two lines look parallel. Number 22. This table shows the distance that 5 friends travel to school each day. What is the mean distance they travel to school each day? So we need to add up all the numbers, then divide by the number of numbers. So 5. So let's make this easier. 8 and I want to get to 10. 8 and 2 makes 10. So I'm going to add these two first. So 8 and 2 will make a whole. 0.8 plus 0.2 is 1. 1 and 3 is 4. 4 and that 1 is 5. 4, well, we need to add another 6 to get to 10. So 0.4 plus 0.6 is 1. 2 and 1 is 3. 3 and the 1 is 4. 5 plus 4 is 9. So we're at 9 now. And we need to add 4.5. 4.5. So we got 5 points, 9 and 4, 13. So 13.5, we want the mean distance, so we need to divide by 5 because there are 5 figures here. 13.5 divided by 5. How many 5's go into 1? That's 0. How many 5s go into 13? That's 2, with the remainder of 3. That's not pointing in the same place. 35 divided by 5 is 7, with no remainder. So the answer is 2.7 kilometers. Number 23. Mrs. Mills has 940 seeds to plant in 2 trays. She plants 12 seeds in each tray. The last tray is not full. What fraction of the last tray is filled? So 940 seeds, and she plants 12 seeds in each tray, and the last one is not full. So we need to do a division here. 940 divided by 12. So our 12 times table, starting with 0, 0, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, and so on. How many 12s go into 94? Because it's a 2-digit number. And that would be 94 is somewhere between these two. So we need to label these so we know which one that is. And that's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So between these two, that's between 7 and 8. So we'll take the 7. The difference between 94 and 84 here is 10. So now we're looking for 100. 100 is just above this 96. If we add another 12, we'll go past 100. So we're going to take 8. And the remainder is the difference between 100 and 96, which is 4. So 78 and 4/12. So that is the fraction that we're looking for, 4/12. But I'm going to simplify this by dividing by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So the answer is 1/3. Number 24. Here are 4 numbers, 40, 60, 64, and 100. Use each number once to complete these statements. Blank is a square number. 40 is not a square number. 60 is not a square number. 64 is a square number, because 8 squared is 64. And 10 squared is 100, so we've got 2 actually. So let's look at the next one. Blank is a cube number. I can notice immediately that 64 is a cube number, because 4 cubed equals 64. So I'm going to put 64 here. So that's used. And the only square number we've got left is 100. So that would be here. Now we're looking for a common multiple of 4 and 5. Blank is a common multiple of 4 and 5. And the next one, blank is a common factor of 80 and 120. I'm going to do the factor one first actually, because I've got 80 and I've got 40 here. If I divide 80 divided by 40, I get 2. So that is a factor. If I do 80 divided by 60, well, 60 times 2 is 120. So no, that's not a factor. So it wouldn't be 60. It should be 40. And let's just check. 120 divided by 40 is 3. So yeah, that works. So that's 40. And I'm just going to put 60 here. Number 25. Write the missing numbers. So that's 3 times b minus a equals 2. I'm going to write it like this. 3b minus a equals 2. Okay. So if b was 2, then we're doing 3 times 2 minus a equals 2. 3 times 2 is 6. So 6 minus a equals 2. If we move a to this other side to make it positive, and we'll do 6, and then we'll do the opposite of the plus 2 here, and this is a positive 2, so we're going to do negative 2. And 6 minus 2 is 4. And the next one, we've got a, so we've got 3b minus 13, and that equals 2. So 3b equals 2 plus 13. If we move this to the other side, we do the opposite. And that equals 15, and that's 3b. And to get b by itself, we need to divide, because here we're multiplying, so we're going to move it to the other side and divide. 15 divided by 3, and that equals 5. Number 26. Here are 3 translations on a coordinate grid. Take the translations that are 4 units to the left. If we're moving to the left, that's looking at the first coordinate, because if we've got a coordinate here, for example, and let's say that is 110, the 1 would represent the number here, and the 10 would represent the number here. So the 10 is to do with going up and down, and the 1 is to do, the first number is to do with going right and left. To go left, we need to subtract. So we're subtracting 4. 0 minus 4 is negative 4. This is positive 4, so it's not this one. 6 minus 4 is 2, so this is one of them. And negative 3 minus 4 is negative 7, so we've got 2 here. Number 27. Olivia has 2 jars of beads. The number of beads in jar A is double the number of beads in jar B. Olivia says 25% of the number of beads in jar A is the same as 50% of the number of beads in jar B. Explain why Olivia is correct. When I see percentages, I'm thinking 100. Because if we say 100 and then we work out the percentage, we have an easy number to deal with. So let's say there are 100 beads in jar A. 25% of that would be 25. 50% of the number of beads in jar B. It's saying that that is the same amount as 25%. And here we're saying that A is double B. If A is double B, then B is half of A. So B would have 50, because half of 100 is 50. And now to get 50% of 50, we need to halve 50, and that would equal 25 again. So she's right. 25% of the number of beads in jar A is the same as 50% of the number of beads in jar B. So I'm just going to write this down. So I'm going to say if there are 100 beads in jar A, 25% of that is 25. Jar B is half of A, so it would have 50 beads. 50% of 50 equals 25, which is the same as the 25.